Yes, I know. Well, good evening on Tuesday evening, November the 5th, 2024, Election Day. I went and voted, and my name was not on the ballot this year. I don't know. I guess they figured I was moving. Well, I thought I'd come on pick a little bit while they're counting. They got a long way to go. Ooh, Lord of mercy. It's going to be a long night for sure. I hope it'll go fast. Florida's already projected in the winner, Mr. Trump, and they've got 75% of that vote in already. That's pretty fast. It's 8 o'clock over in Georgia, and the polls close in Florida. It closed at 7 o'clock, and they got 77% counted in an hour. That's moving on. That's the way they all should do it. I believe it was Papa Joe Salter that made a statement one night that was a high compliment to me. It sure did make me feel good. I'm gonna play some. Maybe if he didn't say it, maybe he'll think this anyway. But he made a statement, said this is the best arrangement that he'd ever heard on this song, and I hope it is. than an old rugged cross. I thought I'd get the old 614 CE Blue Tailor out of the case. I'm going to do an album with this guitar very soon. So to get resituated, I moved some stuff around. My lighting is totally different. Tonight I have a different light. I bought 2 video lights. They were imported from China. I knocked one over the other day and it never came back on again. I did everything I could to it, and I pitched it in the trash. And so I put the other one on the stand, and I was trying to get something. I totally took everything out of this office and put it on different stands, stuff that's going in the new condo in about a month, or into this month, whenever it is, if it's this year, and changed everything around. And I knocked that one over, and I saw it blink, and it's dead. So that's 2 pieces of Chinese junk that's in the junk dumpster. That's it. Anyway, I got the overhead light. It's kind of harsh on because I don't have any more lights in it. A lot of stuff's backed up. I'm looking for my earbuds here. They cut down on feedback using these Sennheiser in-ear monitors, and I could not find them anywhere in here until 15 minutes before start time, and I found them in a box out there in the hall. So anyway, but everything's a little confused around here, which it usually is anyhow. Let's see, what might I play? I love this old song. I think I might have played this last week, I don't know. What a day that will be. be. Well, that's if anybody's on the train. Everybody may be just tuned into Fox News or the network to see what's going on. Yeah, it's going to be a while, folks. Oh, I see some of my friends on here having election night parties. You know, we did that one time. I remember my dear buddy and friends borrowing Norma Cruz. I've got a sweat rag around here somewhere. I think, yep, this will do. Kind of wipe this guitar a little bit with my arm sweating on it. Bob Cruz of the Harmoniers and his wife Norma. We were next door neighbors for several years. And I remember on one election we got together and ate a bunch of pizza. It seemed like every now and then we have a election party, but we didn't do it tonight. But anyway, I'll have my own party when they get through. I got Fritos, Cheetos, and Doritos. And you got it, I name it. Name it, I got it. 9 comments. Well, something must be going right or wrong. Get that many comments this quick. Oh, let's see. You got folks watching. One of my favorite fans. She says she's a fan of mine. She plays my instrumental albums. Sandy, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, girl. I appreciate you listening to my music. And your friend, little JB there. Paul Duncan. Hey, Neil Pope. Hey, back to you. And y'all talk to you today. And Linda Moore, hello, friends. I backslid tonight, didn't do my live. No, you just get tired. Garbage here in the county, boy. Oh yeah, me too. BJS. I'm kind of deplorable myself. I'm still deplorable from years ago. Ray Snyder, evening, buddy. Says sounding good. I sure appreciate that. Show off with that guitar. I believe it. Linda Moore, I'm done showed out. And I'm too old to show off. And boy, I'm telling you, getting old, hardest thing I ever did. Well, this may not show off, but we'll see if it is anyway. change that from looking for a city to looking for a note on the guitar. But they're on there somewhere. Well, I've had a bunch of folks ask me to do something. And I have hesitated, and I have put it off, and put it off, and put it off. But I went in there this afternoon, and looked through all the cases. I got about 10 cases in here between the hall and what used to be the dining room, stuff packed up, stacked up. And I found this right here. Anybody grinning? You know, this is what you call picking and grinning. Now, I'm not going to make excuses. Never could pick this thing much anyway. I'm not a banjo picker, I'm a punker. But a few years back, about 3 or 4 years back, I had a case of Dupuytren's contraction. And I see a lot of folks that have that where your fingers turn down. This finger right here turned down just like that. I could not get my keys out of my pocket. It would not straighten up. I went like that a couple years. And I played the guitar with this finger and my thumb. I didn't have any trouble. And yeah, is that one right there? But what would happen with that finger down, when I would try to play the banjo, my middle finger rubbed against that, and it made it hard. And they didn't do surgery. They went in with needles about that long. It wasn't that long. Went in my hand and put shots in here and deadness and broke all that stuff loose and fixed it. I've had it done to 2 fingers and it's worked. But between that and the arthritis, it has been extremely difficult to play the banjo because it's hard to do a roll. But we did a couple dates in September in North Carolina. And Franklinville, North Carolina pastor said, "Where's the banjo?" I said, "Well, I didn't bring the banjo with me." He said, "Man, I would tell everybody about you picking the banjo." So then the very next Sunday, somebody said something. Well, we was at Baby Girl's Church, Donald and Dan's church in Cartersville, North Carolina. And word was out a week before that I was coming with my banjo. And I looked all over North Carolina, and on Marketplace, everywhere. I went to some of the music stores to see if I could buy a banjo, just, you know, I didn't want a $100 cheapo thumper because I played bad enough anyway. But I could not find one anywhere. And then I went to somewhere, and somebody, everywhere they asked about the banjo. And, well, I'm going to try and see if I can, power in the blood. We still, when Linda and I were doing 3 or 4 services every week, just about, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, take off on Saturday to rest and drive, be somewhere Sunday morning, Sunday night. A lot of different churches, Pentecostal churches, Baptist churches, a few Methodist churches, independents, a bunch of them. But we're going to a lot of churches where they have contemporary music. And to get up and follow contemporary praise and worship with a 5-string banjo, ain't real practical. So I used to play a little praise and worship on the banjo. I'm going to attempt this and see if I can remember how it goes. Yes, made me glad. Started, you just can't stop. You just can't quit. You get started, it just goes from bad to worse. I gotta rehearse. I guess I'll have to get back and if I can get these fingers and remember where the chords go and play a little more. Well, it's time for me to get my tea glass refilled. It's cheer that gulp. That was Coke Zero left over from Jack's today. I'm gonna refill it with tea in just a little bit. Watch the election returns. Well, let's see who else joined us in here. Oh, I love the banjo. I hope you did. Hey, Gary Hardman, it's good to see you, bud. It's good to see you folks a few weeks ago. Hope we'll see you again maybe before we'll still be coming back. We won't, we're not disappearing from Georgia, Alabama. When we first, when our grandkids first came along, when Drew was born, we was in North Carolina about 1 week out of the month, all year long. Then as he got older, it was not quite as much with Dylan, but we used to go up there a lot. So now they're old and married folk and all that stuff, and others talking about it. There's different things going on. But we'll still be up there because my daughter wants to take care of her daddy when he gets old. I'll let you when I get old, baby. And I'll play one more song. I appreciate every one of you that's watching. And last week, a bunch of you shared this program. And, I just really appreciate you doing that. It's just a lot of views. I'm really surprised how many people watch this program. Just kind of sitting here pondering what to play, going off. Good old song right here.